We got introduced to some bad witches in Agatha All Along, but that doesn't even scratch the surface of what we could possibly see in the MCU in the near future. Given that the MCU magic community is going to keep growing, let's break down some of the top witches that I want and think we'll possibly see moving forward in the MCU. Since we got a healthy dose of Jennifer Kale and Agatha All Along, and it almost seems certain that she'll be back, it would make the most sense that we see another witch connected to her, and that could be Topaz. In the comics, Topaz was created by Marv Wolfman and Mike Ploog and first appeared in Werewolf by Night issue number 13. Her main claim to fame in the comics is that she was forced to control the werewolf Jack Russell and ultimately became his lover after teaching him how to control his powers. But Topaz's connection to Jennifer Kale is that they joined forces to fight against a powerful creature, Hellfire, that if set free would track down and kill every mage in the world. Now, Topaz and Jennifer just didn't happen to meet up to fight against Hellfire, but were brought together by Doctor Strange and were joined by another witch we might see in the MCU, Satana Hellstrom. Given that we've finally gotten mention of Mephisto in Agatha All Along, it would only make sense that we start to see more demons within the MCU. Now, technically, Satana Hellstrom is a human/demon hybrid and not necessarily a witch, but she does use magic. She made her first comic appearance in Vampire Tales #2 and was created by Roy Thomas and John Romita. Satana was taught black magic at a very young age by her father, Marduk Curios, who also happens to go by the name of Satan. Not long after being taught black magic, she was taken to hell to be trained in her demonic powers. Speaking of demons and Mephisto, I find it hard to believe that we won't see this next witch within the next 2 to 3 years of the MCU, and that witch happens to be Cynthia Von Doom. Now, if you couldn't figure it out by the name, Cynthia Von Doom is the mother of the one and only Victor Von Doom, and with Robert Downey Jr. set to return to the MCU as Victor, we've got to see Cynthia for even a short moment because she plays such a pivotal role in Victor's why he does everything that he does. Cynthia Von Doom was created by Jerry Conway and Gene Colan and first appeared in Astonishing Tales #8. Cynthia is a Romani witch who lived in Latveria and learned her magic from Dizzy the Hun. She wanted to use her magic against the Baron of Latveria because he tortured her Romani clan members. So Cynthia did what any normal witch would do and made a deal with Mephisto to punish the Baron and his men in exchange for her soul. Unfortunately, Mephisto granted Cynthia just power and no control over it, so when she attacked the Baron and his men, she also killed every child within the village as well. Once she was aware of this, she stopped and renounced her powers, but was stabbed by one of the Baron's men and eventually died, where her soul was transferred to Mephisto's realm to be tortured for all of time. Now, another witch that we will see real soon, just in an animated version, is Nico Minoru. Nico Minoru was created by Brian K. Vaughan and Adrian Alfona and first appeared in Runaways #1. Nico first discovered that she has powers after running away from her parents after seeing them along with some others perform a ritual where they murdered a young girl. While she was running away, Nico ran into her parents. Her mother was wielding the Staff of One, revealed to Nico that she and her father were wizards, and attempted to stab Nico in the chest with the Staff of One. But Nico's body weirdly absorbs it. Later, when Nico is cut by a battle axe, the staff reappears from her chest and she is able to use the phrase freeze on an enemy, revealing that Nico is also a wizard. Given that Nico has already been portrayed in live action in The Runaways and is an overall fan favorite, it would only make sense that she makes her way to the live action MCU relatively soon. Now, a villain that Nico faced in The Runaways is arguably the most powerful witch in Marvel, and that is Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay in Marvel Comics is based on the King Arthur legends and stories where there is a Morgan Le Fay. In regards to Marvel Comics, she was technically created by Stan Lee and Joe Maneely and first appeared in Black Knight issue #1 when Marvel was then Atlas Comics. Now, Morgan Le Fay is half human and half fairy, and because she is this human-fairy hybrid, she is essentially immortal. Since Morgan is thousands of years old, she utilized her time well and became a master of the mystic arts. Most notably, she developed a strong connection to the Darkhold as she was part of a group called the Darkholders who worshipped the Darkhold. And I think we all know how important the Darkhold has become over the past few years within the MCU, so being able to write her in, I feel like would be a relatively easy task to accomplish. Now, Morgan has been in various Marvel comics, but more recently, she has had some run-ins with the X-Men team Excalibur during Krakoa. In that story, we also see another witch who would be a great fit for the MCU, and that is Opal Luna Saturnine. Saturnine was created by Dave Thorpe and Alan Davis and first appeared in Marvel Superheroes issue 380. Saturnine is the White Witch of Otherworld, and if you don't know what Otherworld is, it's basically a mystical world located in a pocket dimension adjacent to Earth and also goes by the name of Avalon. There, Saturnine is the omniversal Majestrix, where her main goal is to maintain the integrity of the Omniverse and its many alternate realities. On at least one occasion, she has used the Captain Britain Corps to stop threats from disrupting the Omniverse. Now, since there are rumors of Captain Britain showing up at some point in the MCU, this would be an easy way to write her into the MCU fold. She has also been enemies with Apocalypse, and knowing that the X-Men will be making their way into the MCU following Secret Wars, this could be another way that she makes her way into the MCU. And knowing that the X-Men are coming, that leads me to probably the top witch that I want to see in the MCU, and that is Illyana Rasputina, aka Magik. You may know Illyana as Peter Rasputin, aka Colossus's little sister. In fact, we were introduced to Illyana in Giant Size X-Men #1 by Len Wein and Dave Cockrum as Peter saved her from a runaway tractor. Illyana's powers manifested while she was at the X-Mansion under the custody of the X-Men when she was abducted by Belasco and taken to Limbo. Well, while she was in Limbo, only seconds had passed on Earth. However, Illyana aged years during that time, allowing her to master various dark arts. And while she is a very powerful sorceress, her greatest ability is teleportation, as she can teleport across interstellar distances through time and or the multiverse. Now, we did get to see Magik in live action, played by Anya Taylor-Joy in Fox's New Mutants. Given that Magik is one of the biggest fan favorites in the comics, I can only hope that the MCU gives her the attention that she deserves. What did you think of this list? What other witches would you like to see in the MCU? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you want more Marvel content just like this, hit the like and subscribe button down below, and until the next video, Excelsior.